What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? How are you? I'm just here again, making another beat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, feel free, most definitely, to subscribe to the channel. Um, no, I don't really know too much to say, but we're gonna be here making a beat, and I explain as much as I can as I go through. But this is just a beat making video. Um, I figure I'm gonna make a beat tonight anyway, so might as well do it live. So most definitely, you can also follow me over on Facebook at Kanata Beats as well. And on this channel, we do plugin reviews, we do beat making tutorials, and all these things. And this is just part of it, just me doing lives, as far as getting to know my way around YouTube and different things of that nature. So most definitely, we had 967 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to that 1,000 mark. So please, feel free to subscribe to the page. All right, let's start making something. Y'all know one of the things I always say is just keep listening to what you're putting out, right? So I know I have the piano, which it probably won't stay piano. Y'all know whenever I make a beat, I always start off in piano to keep everything in tune. Okay, that sounds about right, about where I want it. We can either bring a bass line in or just flat out 808. What I do for that is I duplicate one of the MIDI chords. We're gonna make a whole beat again just off a chord progression, which y'all can see down at the bottom in a few right here. Just off of this chord progression here, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a beat. Or y'all can just watch me and it is what it is. Alright. So we know that's how it's gonna go. Dun 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 dun, up down, up down. So what I would do, I'm gonna merge these two together. I'm gonna duplicate this, bring it down here to my bass track. Okay. I don't want any of these notes, so what I'm gonna do is just mute everything that I do not need out. Okay. Then we go in and we try to find a bass or 808 that kind of fit. And we're gonna shorten the notes too, but I'm just giving y'all different options of making the beat. Oop, my bad. But these are just all different options. That's it, just options. Okay, let's move that down. Move that note down. See how that sound. Some more. All right. So we know that that's pretty much I like how that bass sound on it. And then you know pretty much how low I want it, right? Although I'm not going to use this particular bass line. I want to play it out, but so now we starting to get the thump, right? As far as getting it popping. And what I'm doing now is shortening the 808 notes so it wouldn't carry so long. On this one, I'm not going to have it to carry too much because I want to free up room. All right. Again, that's the good thing about working with MIDI notes. You can change it around, you can change the sound, you can change the instruments on the fly. This is why I'm a big advocate of taking a chord progression, especially if you're first starting out and making a whole beat. Like if you don't know how to play the keyboard or you don't know how to play the pads or whatever, you can still get it done. So got that, so let's bring in, kind of put down some kind of drums anyway. Probably gonna be different drums when I get done, but at least we can get started. Okay. I'm gonna put my hi-hats in. I gotta put these hi-hats in. Try this. And so you just play around with it like that. So let's just see what we can come up with. Go back over here. And what I do is, if it's a WAV file that I play that I don't like, let's say if it's like, I don't really like it, I put it off to the side and I keep playing, but I keep saving what I do, because you might come back to it later and find out it's hot. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever like throw anything away. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to just throw things away. But this is my method to get what I want to hear. So And like I said, the good thing about it, you can change anything that you want. You know what I mean? Pretty much on the fly. I like that clap. Yeah, both of these over. Here. Hear something off, just go back, grab it, play it again. Again, you keep, I do the same thing. I do about 3 takes, basically, to be honest. I do about 3 takes on the drums and just kind of feel my way around it. See what I like. Go to this one here, Addictive Drums, for a second. I bounce between these 2 particular plugins for my drums if I'm not just pulling the samples in. To get it, sometimes you just get a different feel on it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not. But you just go with what sounds good for that particular song. It's pretty much how I go about it. Try reels. Reels, I like reels. It can be a little different though. I got a song that fit this particular sound right here. It's like a I gotta remember this. Gotta remember this. I love that. It fit perfect with this little static piano sound. But anyway, let's get down to it. But it fit perfect. So that's one thing about when you producing. It's one thing I hate. It's like you would hear something and you would be like, "Oh man, I was working on that." You know what I'm saying? Be like, "Man, I can do that." Staying focused in the lab, man. that just flow. This just flows more smoothly to me. So if that's a word, smoothly. All right. So now duplicate this. Well, put it there for now. Let's bring in my homeboy. Let's try something. Nah, gotta bring him on. Let's try something different. Why not? Bring this down here. Here we cut it down so we don't kill our ears. Let me see here. What do I? Try. We can try some strings maybe. Let's see. right, let's bring in and all this is just exploring. Bring in contact. Let's get out. Get some aim, some aggressive, right? Well, I'm looking for. Stop this, stop the drums. Oh, excuse me. I like that right there. Man, that piano though, we're gonna change that up too. Let's bring in Trillion. I mean Triton. Man, I call this thing Trillion. Can't help it. Can't help it. Woo. Nasty with it. Alright, let's see. Now this is something like this. Something like this is what can like change the outcome of a whole beat, right? Like all of a sudden you get inspired. You know what I mean? Because like at first I was just like, okay, yeah. But then when I slapped it onto that contact and got that brass on there, it gave it a whole new feel. And it like, yeah, let's get this. Let's finish this beat. You know what I'm saying? So get all pumped up, man. Just saying. I'm running out of water. I am getting parched. Alright, let's see if we can try to add rip. Alright. I'm like, why is I still getting that? Alright. What I'm doing now is I'm going in and taking out frequencies I already know I'm gonna have to, that I don't want to deal with later on in mixing process. When you're making a beat like this one, when you're going off a chord progression. Uh-oh. I wanted to go for the whole 8 bars. right, let me see. Get back to rhythm. And like when I'm putting the beats together, I just kind of like, as you can see, just put them together until I cut this down. Make sure I have everything at the same level. Alright, let me see. And like I said, you know, as you're going, you always want to keep listening to your music. Keep listening to it like over and over again. Because there's been times that I've did it live and I'd be like, yeah, this gonna be up tomorrow. And then I listen to it and be like, nah, I ain't putting that up yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta do this, so I have to do this. And you always want to constantly listen to your while you're going at it, right? Because I can already hear the flute. I want that flute to stand out a little bit more. This is not the time to do it as of yet because I'm still just slapping sounds and constructing the beat, just the 8-bar loop. Then after we get the 8-bar loop, then we arrange it into a full song. That's how I work. That's how my workflow is. So we started out with this. Play it. And like I said, I recommend always starting out with a piano. If you're going to, you know, to play the notes, always start out with a piano. Or if you're using MIDI, always start out with a piano. It's easier to tune it and whatever, you know, get your ear adjusted to it better. That's what we started off with, just something, right? So now that we started off with that, then I said, okay, well, let me take that same MIDI information and let's bring it down, and that's experiment, right? So I went into Kontakt and just got the brass and winds, which is one of my favorite VST's quality sounds, and I just pulled it down, right? Pulled it down here, let it play. Woof. I take a bite out of you when you hear it, you feel me? All right, so that changed kind of the whole mood of the song, right? Because it's like, it brings it, again, y'all hear me talk about energy all the time. So that took it from the piano sound, which was more of a this is why I like starting off in piano as well, because your emotions can come out however you feel, right? Because you have that media information, but when you start pulling it down, you listening for something that strikes you, something that talks to you, right? And so when you find that, now you can just take off and make the rest of the beat. Once that inspiration is there, it's a piece of cake from there. You know what I'm saying? You just got to go at it at that point. You know what I mean? But it is all about getting it out of your head out. And that's the difficult part at times. So we did that. Then we added the little flute on top. I cut that up so y'all can hear it. But that flute I want in the back, which in mixing, I'm gonna push it in the back and kind of expand it. And add I'm probably gonna slice it to the grid to kind of give it like that, more of a thing like that. Then of course, we added the hi-hats and drums. And that's one thing about when you have to keep in mind, especially like when I'm working, the way that I mix on my lives anyway, because I wanted to be quick. I used the Neutron 3 plugin. So in order for me to, this is what's so crazy, because normally I like to just go in and mix, right? You know, play with my levels down here, different things of this nature. But this particular plugin, you don't want to play with these levels, because that plugin controls, Neutron 3 controls your levels as well. So it's a great way to gain stage and different things of that nature as well. So shout out to Neutron 3 on point with that particular software. That's why I use it in a lot of my productions when I'm just trying to get real quick mixes. What's up with you, Boss T? Are you writing a hit? All right, D, you know I gotta hear that. Yes, sir, Boss T, you know what it is. So, one of the things that I noticed with this particular song, right, is that I don't like the drums, right? It's not that the drums don't bang, it's I don't like it on this mix, right? So when you're making a beat and you hear your drums and you're like, man, I don't really like how they sound. And I know I can't fix what I'm hearing in the mix, right? So I don't want to waste time trying to fix something that I don't even like anyway. Okay? So, because without the drums, it sounds like this. Hold on, let me put in the, I'm going to mute everything but the hi-hats. Then we'll go from there. Oh. All right. All right. That's what I was looking. Mute these all up. Keep these. you have to trust your ear. I guess that's the main point. Now that I have that MIDI information, I can take that. I already know I have my hi-hats, right? I already know, even if I'm not going to use that particular sound of hi-hat, now I already have my MIDI information. So I can begin to just experiment with as many hi-hats as I want. I got freaking thousands of them, you know what I mean? Until I find one that hits exactly the way I want it to hit. The way it's hitting is almost hitting like a let me see something right quick. Go down to this one here. It's weird. It's almost hitting at a nice boom bap, even though I mean, I'm working in double time, but still, it kind of hits in that way in a way. Yeah, it hit to me. The drums for this one is gonna be more of a boom bap kind of style drum pattern. It just, to me, it sound better. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. All right, let me see. But in using those drums, I'm probably going to use the drums that I was just playing, but for the sake of argument, go to some nice. This really got some nice drum sounds in it. Drum samples. I use it for a lot of my, if I'm doing something more R&B-ish. You know, I don't just stick to like one thing. You know how they be like trap, you got trap drums. Boom bap, you got boom bap drums. I would say boom bap is probably the one you kind of want to, if you go on with boom bap, you do want that feel of taking a drum loop, how they used to do and cut it, you know what I'm saying, of soul samples or whatever. But so that's what my particular boom bap kit is. Just took something, just chopped up each sample, put it onto the pad, different things of that nature. But you always can like, reach out, right? A lot of times I use electronic sounds for trap, and then I go grab like something, a jazz. Let me show you. Like these jazz brushes. Got a lot of room because it's imitating that jazzy feel. But a lot of times I go in, and if I'm looking for a nice perk with reverb, I got plenty of them in here. Whatever you want, however you want to do it. And then you can go to the other bank. Got some toms. You know what I mean? So you can always mix the old with the new. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't get caught into, because a lot of times when I get through with the drums that I played on here, I totally switch them up. I do. I totally switch them up. I leave and I'll be like, I don't like it. So I bring in a whole nother set and then start working with it again before I release it, man. You know what they say. Hard to please yourself. All right. Now that you have kind of the pattern that you want, good thing about this is you can always either just keep switching out sounds, or you can take it down. What I like to do is take it down here, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, so you gotta be careful. Nope, didn't work on that one. Sometimes it works out perfectly, sometimes it don't, but like if y'all can hear the drums, the snare and the kick, I guarantee you I'm gonna change it before it hit, before I finish it. But so this one I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave everything in MIDI. I'm gonna come in and change a lot of stuff. There we go. I'm gonna do this really quickly. I do want to bounce this one down because I want to try something really quick. This is another thing that I like to do. Again, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. All right, take this, reverse it back. Let's try halftime. Okay, I like that. It gives it a dark kind of feel to it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Why is you so loud, bro? Bouncing. All right. Here we go again. Oh man, I'm talking. Talking my behind off. Thing wasn't even on. But I think one of the main things, what I was saying was, you always want to layer it, right? So this one right here, if we just layer this, let's go back and just listen to this part here. Like I said, sounds good. Everything sounds okay, right? But let's add a little something. There we go. Let's go. That's it. I want to take these, work on these keys really, really quickly. Just for a quick second. I normally wait. I normally wait to EQ certain sounds until I'm done constructing the beat. But this was getting on my nerves. It was too much low end in that piano. It was like mud on my mix. And I haven't even started mixing it yet, but I had to do something. And I'm gonna let y'all hear the difference is what I'm saying too. So I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start out how I normally would sound, and then I'm gonna take out a drastic amount. You see how that just cleaned up the whole mix? It just cleaned up everything. Let me just do it again. Roll it back. See, it's cleaning it up. So that's all I need right there. Because once I bring the bass in, I need that to punch through the mix, right? Alright, so we'll take these. Why? Because I have no clue I'm going to use these. Probably not. I actually kind of like it. Then once we get it, what we do is we just find the correct bass. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a nice bass right there, but a lot of times I just go for the clean 808, and that way I can just kind of design it the way I need it to sound. But pretty much that's how you come up with it. Build it from the beginning, from a chord progression, and build it down until it sounds like you want it to sound. And don't be in a rush. Some people be like, "Oh man, I'm making this beat. I got to get this beat out today." You are under no time constraints unless you're working on a project with some people, or you got somebody paying you. Um, then of course you speed up things. But this beat will get on the top. Who knows? It might be a week, or it might be tomorrow. Who knows? It just depends. So, um, and that's what I just wanted to tell y'all that. That's the one of the main things I find that a lot of people talk about is how long should I spend on a beat? However long it take to make a hit or to make something that bang. Don't matter. However long it takes. Um, I mean, you don't want to spend too long. I mean, like if you just, I'm talking about making a beat now. I'm not talking about if you're actually mixing it and mastering it, and that's a whole nother beast. Um, but I thank y'all for hanging out with me today, man. I really do. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm not tomorrow. I don't broadcast tomorrow, but this is what I wanted to say. I will have a new flyer up. I'm only broadcasting twice a week. And it may be more, but twice would be the schedule. I'll pick out the 2 days, but those would be the 2 days that I will be going live. Um, because I have other things that I have to do. So you know how it is. It is what it is. But yeah, two things because I have to make content for YouTube, tutorials and different things of that nature, and all that is going to take time. So I'll be going down to 1 day or 2 days live. Okay. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate you showing up. And until tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, till Wednesday.